making orange infused oil today because I canned up so many oranges. So I have so many peels available. I don't want to throw them out. I'll use them to infuse my oil so that I can use it for cleaning products as well as in my food. So I'll begin by placing these in my food processor. I want them to be pretty small but not completely liquefied, so that's why I don't put them in the blender. So now as you can see, it makes this lovely little orange peel crumble, which is perfect for my purposes. Now I have a gallon size container because of the amount of peels that I actually have, but you could do this in any size container, very small amounts to very large. And I'll put my food processed orange peels into my container. The neck of my container is a little bit small, so I have to work it through my funnel with a chopstick, which is a little tedious, but not that big of a deal. If you had a larger opening, it would probably be better. So now I've got my jar the majority of the way full, but I still have lots of orange peel. And that orange peel, I'll actually dehydrate up and use it as dry orange peel. Now I'll add my oil. You can use multiple different kinds. I'm using the extra virgin olive oil today, but you could also use jojoba oil if you wanted to use it for lotions and that kind of a thing. And you can also use sunflower seed oil. This is my preferred. I use this both for soaps and for cleaning supplies and for cooking with. The goal is to get the olive oil up to just above the level of the orange peel. Sometimes I have to pause in between to give it a chance to soak down in between the different orange peel layers. Now I've gotten it up above the level of the orange peels. Doing 1 gallon worth of orange peels takes about half of a gallon worth of oil. So not everybody's going to need that much. I have 7 kids, so I do a lot of cooking and cleaning, so it makes a big difference. Now I did want to point out that when you're doing the orange peel, you have to make sure that there's not any of the fruit in it, because if there is, there's the chance that it could start to grow bacteria and mold. Now I'll place a lid on my container and put it in a warm windowsill and allow it to sit there in the sun for 2 weeks. I've had my oranges in my oil for 2 full weeks, and I had them in a warm but dark location. Up in the top shelf of your pantry is usually a good spot. The higher you get, it's usually about 10 degrees warmer up high as opposed to down low. So now I want to run it through my honey strainer. You could do any fine mesh strainer or cheesecloth. The goal is to get as much of the oil out as you can without getting the bits of peel. I can already smell just that strong orange flavor. This is obviously harder if you have something that has a narrow neck like this container did. Because I have so many peels in mine, I'll actually do half at a time because I want to make sure that as much of that oil comes out as possible. I don't want to waste any of it. If it gets too thick, then it'll still kind of trap it in there. And I'll let that sit for about half an hour. So now I'll do the rest of my peel and let it sit for another 30 minutes. Now it's been a half an hour, so I'll take that top portion off and I'll actually send that to my chickens. It will be very good for them and add to the eggs. Now I'll place my oil into a dark glass bottle, and the reason for this is it keeps it from going rancid and it makes it so the sun doesn't start to degrade it. So I'll use my funnel, and on top of my funnel, I'll put just another little sieve because there's a few tiny pieces that got over the edge and I just want to catch those. It's actually such a pretty orange color. I really like it, and the smell is just phenomenal. It's like this citrusy, lovely orange smell. Imagine that. Now I'll close my airtight lid, and then I'll store this in a cool, dry, dark location, and it should be good for at least a year.